And we're gonna be playing a saucy little game here for you. Let's get straight into it. Finger licking good, huh? Let's go with Bob. Yeah, we'll go with Bob. Oh, look at that fried chicken. Got a little biscuit flying over there. We don't really get them in the UK. I think it's just a scone, really, isn't it? You sleep softly in the morning. Sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Now! Your first day of culinary school. There's no time to sleep in. Smack that clock up, Adam. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. I'm gonna smack that clock. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you. The prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Oof. This is getting pretty spicy. Your mind begins to wonder. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. We'll need to take it seriously or allow yourself to daydream. We'll take it seriously. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. Stand in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Bob. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Never forget the pits. Choking the chicken on Valentine's. Nice. Yo, Roo, how's it going? Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. But with University Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Right. Decision time. Pep talk. Change the subject. Oh, we got a pep talk, haven't we? Gotta do a spicy little pep talk. We'll deep fry this shit. Remember last month when we saw the fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady in the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower and the other cards featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you could feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You could definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. She knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Bob's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley even though her name is annoying. You know for a fact that she's actually Ashley, but she just had that extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the man, has stopped to look at you, his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they are rocking glutes. Van. You rang? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and the Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but you substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now? Or maybe hire as a professor. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. The first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's catch up with chat real quick. Bob's storytelling talents. So good, celebrities will be in touch soon. I doubt that, Rusty. Story time with Bob, indeed. Sunday story time with Bob's. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Kentucky Fried, though. Quite arousing, this. I'm not sure if that's what my intended thing was there, Rusty, but each their own. Lying in bed, joking the chicken, yeah, double meaning there. The first day about to let me compose myself. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. I've already read that. We're reading in things twice here now. Let's go, Miriam. Ish. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Did he just trump? Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love ya. I think you mean thank you. My name's Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. He's stealing my names, huh? Hi, Pop. I'm Bob. So, are you going to make hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Well, toothless Timmy indeed. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before falling into the building. You stand on the edge of the room unsure where to sit, as the students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of class. Adorable. And he's got a little spatula. Hold on a minute, this dog talks? What the fuck? No, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in your culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor at the CEO of UCS, Al. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog, our Professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only Dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Only Japanese date says, I think I'm meant to be high to watch this. Yeah, potentially. Out and over, wind begins to rush around you as your swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Pretty spicy. I'm Jelly. Someone close the window. And then, He walks in. Oh, here he is. You're immediately swept up in the aura of his new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harlan. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Right. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of the desk. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be sweaty sweats a lot. Maybe we should open window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second, nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We're in the same kindergarten class. And what is with you? What is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Bob sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Wow. Is the old guy from KFC gonna get sucked off? And I don't think so. I see other people streaming it. Maybe. I don't know. I assume we're not gonna break any TOSs here. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Chicken strips. Welcome to the University of Cooking, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, and there might even be a really adorable tiny food. And when all said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone's had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you, student, that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. A Scottish Russian. The class bursts into laughter. What is this thing? Oh, Clank, you rascal! Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. Ooh, I'm finding it really hard to not go into Scottish with this one. Every time I make my voice deep, it kind of defaults to Scottish. Right, you've never had Talking Dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. Love you, Bob. Appreciate that. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Oh, it's gotta be... I mean, is he gonna appreciate a chicken snack? I suppose he is. But is it gonna be good enough? For the chicken connoisseur here, That's tough. I mean, should we be coming into a chicken establishment with a beef treat? Is that... He's on Coke, dog. Coca-Cola. I mean, we're not playing Drug Simulator this week, so we can't be selling him any amphetamine or anything. Okay. Let's give him beef. You reach beneath your apron and return with a small bit of beef jerky in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. Beef, are you trying to give me a heart attack? I would never eat that. You clearly do not belong here. Please remove your apron and then remove yourself from this class and this school. Oh shit, okay, we got failed that because we gave him beef. Okay. I thought it was going to be rather linear and we couldn't fail. Okay. Do we have to go from the start? You know, I thought you might have been like, you know, not keen on the chicken, you know, because it's not good enough quality chicken. There's method in the madness. Okay, so we go to the start of this chapter. So, shall we just... Right, let me know, chat. Do you want me to skip up to where we were? Or do we want to play it through again? I don't mind kind of like skadooshing to where we were. Give him ball. Yeah, all dogs like ball, don't they? Just read the Scottish bits again. Okay, so are we in unison that the professor's going to be Scottish? Okay, so let's just get to where we were. Scottish sprinkle. All right, we'll do full on Scottish. I mean, we don't want to do all this again. I'll drink my tea while we're skipping this. Okay, we've done that. Because I assume Sprinkles is going to be, you know, a pretty constant in this. Add a little ooh to the fem. Alright. Alright. Alright, this time I'm going to give him a rubber ball. You reach beneath your apron and return with a rubber ball in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. You toss the ball and he bounds after it, grabbing it in his mouth and swinging it from side to side before dropping it. The thrill passes quickly. It's not clear to see if it endeared you to him or not. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favourite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey Bob, there's still a seat in here? It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me. If you're interested. Oh, who do we sit by? We'll sit by best friend. I mean, we're probably starstruck with the old colonel. You move to take your seat next to Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He's such a magnetic personality and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay! A quiz about me! This is incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz. Will tell me if you're ready for a life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Is everyone Scottish now? No, I'm just... it's really hard. Okay, so... Train A is traveling to point B, and train B is traveling to point A. How important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Well, it's cooking, so extremely. If they're cooking on the train. And that's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... feather? It's feather, right? Yeah, there we go. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? So we've got a comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork. Well, it's got to be the spork. I've seen those sporks in the old KFC in night vision, I know. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. Alright. A pancake that looks like a silly face. I mean... I'd be alright with a pancake with a silly face on it. Damn! Is Sprinkles a good boy? Well, yeah, I mean, we've got to go with he's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He's the best boy. Well, that's right. It can't be the top one from KFC. Nah. There's a lot of salt in that. But it's so good. Not sponsored, by the way. Only one wrong. Not too shabby. You might just do alright, kid. You looked up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch. She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smell. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Oh boy, it's chicken. Colonel Sanders lifted a large bucket above his head, its contents glimmer in the light. Or is that the deep fat stuff? The Zinger burger. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve this perfect balance of flavors. Twisted Blade, why am I getting... That type of game. It's that type of game. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I say about that. What? You think you want our... Damn it. Right, let's try again. Van. Blech. What? What? You think you want a stupid... No. I have to think of an accent for this guy. Are we feeling Italian for this dude? Italian. Okay. What? You think you want that? I can't even read anymore. Scouse. Welsh. We'll do Scouse. What? You think you want our no. Why am I defaulting to Scottish, but in a different tone? What? You think you want our stupid secret recipe? Dude. Pish. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. Was that too Scottish? I could have been too Scottish. Yeah, okay, kid. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelt something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to the Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame. With cooking skills like this, she wants him all to herself. It's so Scottish then. I'm struggling to get out of the Scottish fucking, the thing. Oh, please. We can just make them all Scottish, but just different tones. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take this. I think I'm okay doing Scouse like off the rip, but if I have to read Scouse, I struggle with it for some reason. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. Yep. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everybody. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one piece. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. That sounds poetry. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. What is this game? Right, focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Get that secret recipe, I suppose. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Or swim towards the light. Magic drumsticks. I think I'm gonna go with the top one. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt. Maybe. Pepper. Too obvious. Oregano. Basil. Maybe. There's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper and deeper. Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be? I like that. I like that. He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use. Calm down, kids. Kids, hey. You try and go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try and get some one-on-one time with the Colonel. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Haha, how bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Deathly Dragon, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hope you're having an awesome Sunday as we're playing with some chicken here. Damn. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. Oh, we trading secrets here with the Colonel? Nice. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. How are you doing anyway, Deathly? Hope you're having a wicked Sunday. He's clearly not going to give up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looked both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Working? Ah, damn, that sucks. That sucks. Hopefully you ain't got too much work left to do, though, Deathly Dragon. Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You bet on that. Alright, multiple choice. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Nah, we're not doing that. Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Bob. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Alright. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lessons, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on the Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two. That is me and you, if that wasn't clear. I'm not gonna blow anything except... Wanna be my partner? Sure, Bob. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Oh, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Rusty Gaming likes blowing. Alright, what do we do? Pop or Clank? I mean, this guy... What is this? Is it like a robot kind of pressure cooker or pressure fryer? We're going Pop? Yeah, let's go Pop. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef. He holds up a banana and without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. He looks at you like, really, this kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chefs is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Oh, okay. Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy, you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Or do we use our grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy? Surely he'll like that, right? Let's do that. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Punk. Sanders' hat is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No, geez. Van, while I'm over here crushing Bob's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, hands full of peeled potatoes. Oh, they're already peeled, nice. He tosses them into our boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Bob was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. Wow, that was a mouthful. After all, your friend's chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel, deep down, we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thing, like a thigh and a drumstick. It makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask yourself for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Oh boy. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie, who always has your back. Grab a sip of your water. Gotta be Colonel, innit? Yo, Deke, how's it going, man? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Well, come on in. How's your Sunday been? Yeah, we gotta go for the Colonel, haven't we? I'm here to learn and express myself via cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I choose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders choose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements. From contracts to handshakes, I took on Bob as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Bob's natural talent or their loyalty. By the way, I hit affiliate in December. Nice, awesome. Glad to hear that, Deke. Glad to hear that. How's things been since then? And got your emotes. Nice. Got a chair. But yeah, congrats on the affiliate there, Deke. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Down those cute corgis and their short, sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Uh-oh. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavour. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know what just to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Ooh, well, there we go. Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. Two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Bob. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potato fish? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In just a few minutes I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my speciality, braised tentacle of octopus. In my silky saltwater sauce, platted on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. I am really struggling to do scouts for this guy. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The result could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. Wow, well that took a really quick turn of events there. Everyone step back, don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Uh-oh. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his obvious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd as they are motionless as statues. Class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure Professor here making good enough money. Ooh, hello, I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all this nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Time out, hold on. What? Colonel Sanders. Yes, Bob. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there, kid. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I'd be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you. Shut up, I'm the only one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. Excuse me. The Spork monster is here to fight a hero. I mean... what? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Oh boy. I mean, he's got some sharp sporks. Let's try and catch him off guard. Attack. We decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. That's not bad. I'm gonna go for another attack here. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love does 1 damage. We need to do more than 1 damage. Maybe we defend then. Spork Monster Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. My ruffling his sporks. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from the Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I'm gonna defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Intimidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening." Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses utilitensily. You take 2 damage from the attack. Knife him. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Alright, let's attack them. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing Chisos onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Oh, Colonel's come. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch. Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Ooh, that's a spicy bit of damage. Isn't that a mutant popcorn chicken? It could be. It really could be. I don't know what the fuck this game is, but anyway. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy. Finish him, Colonel. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed up with the wrong chef. You ready your final attack? You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction. Does 10 damage. Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks in awe. You continue to surprise me, bub. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but on closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name I've signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? I don't think I'm going to be able to say that word. Premonitions. Oh, there we go, that'll do. You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used blank. And then there was a secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you could tell her about the encounter with Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Pop. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like I'm moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got talking after class and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cookie School? Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Ha. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden, where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and put them at home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know? Like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. Now, I don't think I'm going to tell her. Shrooms. No, I'm not going to tell her. Quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about it was the eye of a newt? I know. Sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? I have a new. Wow. Her eyes light up and imagining such a thing. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure out that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. In character, Bob. Not actual Bob. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can actually confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossoms petals fill the air. I like the cherry blossom petals here, don't they? Well, it's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. On a fucking horse. We're going to stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it. That's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Bob just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This isn't helping. I mean, They got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they are hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes, bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients, bad. Summoning a demon, bad. Yo, Azidas, welcome on in, how you doing? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Wow. We're gonna act like we're not interested, but try and get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magical spell. However, you notice you're eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Ahem. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now I've upset him. Oh, and you're Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know. A good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book just like the one you found after the encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. Well, he's sus, isn't he? I don't know what you're talking about. That book is family heirloom, and its contents are secret. Stop defaulting to Scottish. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. What's going on, Hawks? Welcome on in. Leader's doing okay. Good. Not too bad. Just chilling, playing this out, seeing what's what. We're playing. Haha. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it. Your buckets of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Oh, it's a stand mixer. I thought it was a pressure cooker. Looks like a pressure cooker, right? Past your bedtime. Well, you get bedtime stories with Bob. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't, honestly. What do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologise for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. You try and give Sprinkles a pat on the head, but he snarls at you. Sorry, I get a little worked up if people try and pet me before I've had my morning coffee. Let that be a lesson to you. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favourite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Bob, naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? I mean, should we go for the pepper? I mean, I don't want to take his dog biscuit. We'll go for a pepper. A brightly coloured pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message, ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny, ooh. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself beginning to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of kind on its earth, and now it's gone forever. Where the fuck did he put it on a platter for me then? You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. Then your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via time competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Tell them they're on. Yeah, you're on. Let's go. Bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it. Then so be it. Bring it. I'm hot for the fool. You're the fool. Fool. Good one, Van. I like your gumption, Bob. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense, you breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Aru! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope the message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the spuds. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Okay. It always boils 100 seconds after you turn the heat on. What? Yeah, we'll do that. That's right. But how would you have gotten into this school without knowing that? Exactly. We know the boiling point of water. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs? 7, right? No, it was 11. Oh, I nearly balls that. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients, but at least you're headed the right direction. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Trust? Oh, I don't fucking know. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog, and it's never wrong time for some dog jokes. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? Small town. Oh, I don't like these time things. Aru. You try and shut out the noise from the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Oh, we fucked that up. You notice Colonel Sanders out the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Bob. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional Whoa, that was quick. I didn't even get to answer to read the question. Grr. You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? I think we're just going to have to just smash whatever thing that we can click on the fastest. Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of a dish. It's colourful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Ahem, yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilised in the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Order a Chinese. You might not even have the hands, but Bob does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. Oh, he's not impressed. When you hear everyone talking, you realise how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue the dough before it's overmixed. Bob, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters and there's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Oh shit. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go... Oh, hold on a minute. Why is this... Why is he calling me sweetheart? Oh, that's too bad. And I'm here with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Bob's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, peeps. Because you were a lady. Yeah, I think we are a lady. Maybe we should have given him... I didn't know. I didn't know that. Anyway, where were we? Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to the dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Bob to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. I mean, I've got a spare hand. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a sliced honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry glee. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. I mean, this does look good. I want pudding now. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks in his mustache. What are we doing? Internalize the rage you feel. What are we doing here? What are we feeling? Press 1 for the top option, 2 for the bottom option. Jammy Dodger cheesecake. That does sound good. That does sound good. I do like the sound of a Jammy Dodger cheesecake. Push between? Push between? Are we okay? Anyone else? 2? Yeah. Alright, let's do it. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off the glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also a functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Game over. Fuck. Alright, well, we'll skip back to that point. Jeez. Alright. I want chicken now. Alright, let's skip. Oh no, we've got to... Do we go for this one? Or do we go through that answering questions again? What do we want to do here, chat? What are we feeling? I'm just going to go for a quick bio break. I'll be back in a moment. All right. Okay. We could go through the questions again, or we could just try the different option and see if we can kind of get around that. Is everything competition with you two? Yes. Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn, to love. Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your chin rays crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? I need to eat if I'm gonna have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already bought my own lunch, Bob. You should have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down, and a tartlet for dessert. Look how small this is. It only takes about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. Okay, so we end up battling anyway. Just as things. Okay, let's just get through the questions and get to where it went wrong, like we did last time. There we go. 11. See if we can get it right this time. What about gratitude? There we go, we got that right. I don't know. Alright, let's go silence this time. They will be so taken with that, they're unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Bob. He's actually cheering you on. Okay, we've got that. I think those are coded, you know, for you to fail this bit. Urgh. What a hank. I think this is impossible to win, this part. Alright, let's just get to where we were. Okay, I'm just gonna internalize the rage so we can carry on. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face. Which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. This is all out of proportion, isn't it? And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Damn, man, this guy's got some anxiety or something. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. What is this word? I'm not fit to fill your fryer? Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in Cunnerly School, incredibly handsome, successful and motivated. Yo, Mr. Sim, how's it going? How you been? I'm doing good. Doing real good. Playing a little bit of a silly game for Valentine's Day, because, yeah, I didn't know, you know, I've been wanting to play this game to see what it's about, just for the memes, really. I mean, sort of silly. It's a KFC dating. This game is legendary. It is. I do like it. But yeah, how you been? What's been going on? Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I walked on other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labour, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you could see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. I've been living life the best the way I can, man. This mean you'll be playing more dating sims? I don't know, maybe next Valentine's. Just recently got cleared for COVID, that's 2 days ago. Damn, good. I'm glad to hear you got cleared for that. Just so I'm just rehabilitating. Yeah, I get that. Hopefully getting some good rest. And yeah, hopefully you're feeling better, getting your way back to that 100%. Because it sucks that you've got that you've had that as well. It's the Spork monster. I thought we killed this. Anyway, Gorko, the Spork monster, is here to fight a hero. Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night. Stop right there, Gorko. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, I'm here to avenge him. Stop going, Scratch. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins. No, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I didn't think you'd have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Bob is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need fighting. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do. Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Not 100% yet. I have to go back into working out as I couldn't do that. Yeah, I need to get back into working out. This weather's awful here. But I'm feeling good, all things considered. It's nice going outside again. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, I assume you're not going to be back in work for a while. Delicious. You're much nicer than the evil students who come up upon a time and turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once. Well, no. I was a chihuahua. But I was still a student at this school until one day some mean kids with a magical spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and gil. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. Sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Bob, together, I'm sure we could defeat them. Yeah, thanks Osh for that reminder there. So yeah, we do have a YouTube channel now. We do like condensed stuff. So I've got a few series running on there at the moment. We've got GeoGuessr stuff as a side series stuff. Usually we do that on a Sunday, like we stream it on a Sunday and then I'll edit it and it'll be out for like Tuesday and Wednesdays and stuff. But we're doing this today because, something a little different, but we do have a GTA 5 series running as well, but that was replaced by Drug Dealer Simulator last week because the game received an update and the mod broke. But you can find all the static stuff there on YouTube. If you miss anything, I edit them down into consumable chunks. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Oh, personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Oh my god, look at that. Look at this picture, he's got a... Okay. It looks like you live in such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Oh, holy shit, what do we do? I mean, he revealed one thing, one secret ingredient, so I suppose we can... Did we actually trade anything? I don't think we did. So let's go and... or we can play hard to get. Basically. That's what this is, isn't it? Share all that shit with him. Okay, let's share it. You decide that you're ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. Oh, sorry about that. A little sneeze. I present to you my original coleslaw. I don't like coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistened in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back to this moment. Hang on a minute, is he gonna reverse engineer my coleslaw? You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Yeah, he seems that way. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do something to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, okay. So, what's this? This must be where he keeps his secret recipe. Okay, so you got a safe. You think for a moment what number is important to Colonel Sanders, then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it you find a single... Holy shit. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Is that what that says? Sashimi? I think so. Okay, you take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, it reads. You can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Sashimi. What's this? An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor from the goatee and the mustache combo he sports. You figure out that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving around like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Why is this door opened? What's going on here? Tapping an item. I mean, do we keep tapping? Yeah, let's go through. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Maybe. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks. And appear to be cheersing them. Alright. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Alright, what's this candle? A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool. Freshly scratched. Starched collar. Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of 69. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... blank. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Oh boy. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it just isn't really... It isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just the ghost of the student pops up. "Are you thinking about heading into the world on a quest to avenge my death?" Ooh. The OG chicken. "Wait, what? I've never learned your name. Why would I avenge you?" "I could just tell you my name right now. It's so..." "Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?" You open the window and crack, and the ghost student is swept out with a breeze. Alright, I think we've clicked on everything. Let's click on this. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. What are we telling me? She's telling me I'm cold, innit? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. Damn it. The thought of Lee and Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, bub? I only think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Scottish doggo. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Blank. In some jurisdictions, it isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here is a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Alright, I'll answer Osh. Catch up with chat. You ever had a KFC breakfast? I don't think I ever had. No, I don't think I've ever had a KFC breakfast. It's probably something I need to do once all this COVID stuff blows over. That's for sure. She is getting close to Colonel Love moment. Oh. Oh yeah. I mean, we're not going to take him down a bit. We're going to flatter him, aren't we? Because, you know, it is a dating simulator, so... It's horrible. I didn't know they did breakfast. Yeah, I'm with Planet King on this. I really didn't know they did breakfast. Have you ever had it, Ash? I assume you have. Neither have I. Candid don't have breakfast menu. Well, it's something I would be, you know, down to trying someday. Right, let's flatter this colonel. You know, I think we might make a great team. I mean, we're just blowing business ideas around. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Giggity. Business partner could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There is still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay. But now, it turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnering up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say shush house? As if that's the thing people just say? What is that even referring to? And now I'm not really sure where I stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you could do anything. When you arrive at the school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You could tell from distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because you know, he's Pop. What's really? It sounds delicious. It's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have myself a swirly sprinkles, please. Haha, sprinkles. He's a dog and a treat. You could get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There's a horse that Colonel Simon rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Bob. Suggesting I pick on defenseless horses? Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident make you wince in pain. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can go cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrived just as it appears things are getting close to a boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for final day of school, Bob? How's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? What a jerk. What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how our food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Bob. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Bob. As long as you eat early enough, ain't everything breakfast? Exactly. Chinese, pizza. Agreed. Cold pizza. Yeah, there we go. Cold pizza for breakfast. Boom. Leftover everything. Breakfast for the win. Yeah, most important meal of the day. Anyway, annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel... Hold on. Let me read that again. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you... That does say slighted, doesn't it? It does. Slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley. You take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Oh, we're getting the old dark arts here. Whoa! What's that book? It looks really bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? She's got a point. I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with an arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could... Sorry, my screen just kind of went off there and went back on. I don't know if that happened on the stream. Apologies if it did. Anyway, I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. And a pretty good excuse to try it out. I mean, we can't do that, can we? Can we? We can't. We're not doing that. It doesn't work. It doesn't fit the story, does it? Or does it? What do you think, chat? Do we forget the Colonel, or, you know, all the Colonel memories? Or do we just don't do it? Nah, we don't, do we? Nah. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. We'll give him some old homework. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My, Bob, were you studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. Aye, this actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Bob, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see. But before we can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class, but I miss you. We went on one date, Bob, and how can you miss me when I'm right here? Bob's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I think, you go away again. That's a really cute thing to say, Miriam. What happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house. Pop, we went on one date, we're over. And it means so much to me that I made this for you. Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. Nothing like Frankie Boyle. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pal over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Trademarked. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there are a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could you embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Tiny cocoa has delicious treasures, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this. I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rustling through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe. Sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for the both of us, and whoever else wants to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice the dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off Van Van and the supposed Man and his evil counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Bob's famous chicken pot pie. Yeah, that's got a ring to it. If I ever make enough money, I might start, doing some chicken pot pies. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Bob, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. That pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry. The last time you'd let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore or tell him? Ask the question. We'll ignore it. Did you hear that? Hear what? I distinctly heard a bell chime. Somebody must be training Sprinkles to do a trick. I bet his mouth is watering. Strange. I was going to say that my mouth was watering. Alas, I'll have to look somewhere else for something tasty to put in it. Oh boy. Phil begins billowing out the oven, filling the arena around you. Yeah, I guess you will. I'll leave you to it then. Happy visualizing. A disappointed Colonel Sanders leaves the arena. When the coast is clear, you finally open the oven to find your practice pie has been reduced to ash. It's a strong fucking oven, isn't it? Smells like lunch. Beat it, Pop. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkle lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that will push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam in a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers, she's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into a tiny itty bitty pot of broth. Best friends, Basta Blaster! Van flexes his pectoral as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! Ashley scoops her pasties off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity. That's what's foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance surprise and will take all of it. Self-desh. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book on your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Uh-oh. Right, chat. What are we feeling? Are we going to cast a spell? And we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. That is the question here. What do we go for? I'm feeling hard way, but go hard. Yeah, we'll do it. Go hard or go home. Alright. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Bob. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Bob. Since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Viagra. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what's about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Well, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and this ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get an eye of a newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying back. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Gorko had a day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster noticed that you've got the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you were here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork put back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long, involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I'd fallen asleep during the scare tactics class. And when I woke up... You toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as currently energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Bob, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd be summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you could do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Bob, you may have suffered some setbacks, but it's not all lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today. I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. Follow my heart. That's some pretty spicy things. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds his delicate white towel to reel the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop! Clank! From off screen, you hear a pure, innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hey, I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his pants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did that man have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought the wedgie was salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from a challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say it's not the worst prank in UCS AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks? Pranks? Clank? Where did the pressure cooker roll off to? I knew it was a fucking pressure cooker. You wait to hear a signature word beep or the yeah, whatever that word is, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savoury soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny natromaki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy ball? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip in the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like the taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives a huge hug. Thank you, Bob, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smoked eggs custard in an axe-hound urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different coloured type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? Well, that's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand, doesn't it look cool? Sprinkle leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose closed on account of all spikes. He begins to pour it erratically, causing the custard to slosh round. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grr. Finally, Sprinkle goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to this thing. I can't eat it! I keep poking my tongue around! Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for grammar? Don't discount simplicity! This is the last time you heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask you to please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Bob? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realise that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd get to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know the high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. Who would have thought it was this difficult to make breaded chicken? Exactly. Crazy shit. It's for sure twisted. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. This class gets too much smaller. I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and everything, and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, the literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so deliciously and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, you pass, you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around, partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive. Even Van Van and the Ashley are drawn back in by its magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, we admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as a site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Ooh, ooh, ooh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks, huh? Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrong they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believed them. Not another haunting. No ghost allowed at the graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. But now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more from here out. I'd prefer that everyone refer to me to my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Sporky sorry Party Monster. Dejected student walk off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know, she's gonna do great. Red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Yo, Ma, coming in with a raid of town. Welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome on in. I mean, we're playing a little spicy game here. But yeah, how's everyone's Sunday going? How did the rest of the makeup go? Tell me all about it. Let's do a little bit of this. And let's get a shout out. For Matt. There we go. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Spicy. Nice. I'm gonna have to rewatch the VOD of that because I intrigued what you ended up looking like before I had to leave. Yeah, welcome on in, everyone. Welcome on in. Who we got in here? We got Hamal Kid. Welcome on. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Stressful. How's it going? How's it going, man? Appreciate the follow there, Ham. Dragonfly coming in as well. Hope you enjoyed Matt's makeup stream there. I might have to delete the VOD. Oh, well, that's not good. Well, you make sure you leave it there so I can at least scrub through it a little bit. Woodland Bird, how's it going? Hope you had a good Sunday as well. V Games, appreciate the follow there. What's up, Raiders? What's up, indeed? It got it got that kind of spicy, huh? Oh boy. Hey yo, call me V. No problem, V. No problem, eh? How are you doing anyway, V? What's been going on? Okay. Well, we're kind of acting out this game. This Colonel Sanders kind of dating simulator thingy-majig. Gotta drop a lurk real quick. No worries though, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Appreciate that lurk. Electric heaters on the static. Get comfy and warm. I'm not sure how far we are off finishing this game. I mean, we've finished the semester things. Obviously, it will be on the old YouTubes after we you know, finish. You know, I'll edit it down to a nice consumable chunk if anyone at all is interested in this game. But let's crack on. Let's crack on to where we were. Stop saying finish, Bab, it's too soon. Yeah, maybe we'll have a game of marbles afterwards. Maybe we'll have a game of marbles. Right, anyway, walking the carpet. You see perched atop his dirty chef hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for a second school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we got a new wing in the school. Not to mention the honor of education, the son of the Chancellor of Sushatund. William, will you be my Lady King? What an incredible turn of events, and offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist. So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods melodically sculpt. And then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie dokie. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. Oh yeah, this theme is... yeah, this stuff's pretty spicy too, Woodland. It's Clank, who has arrived late at the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Yo, what's going on? Double raise, okay. Zokaya Media coming in with a rate of 6. Welcome on in. Can we get a shout out here as well? Happy Valentine's Day. We playing the chicken, you know, the finger licking good dating simulator over here. Holy moly, it's popping off in here. How's everyone doing? Welcome on in. I may need to make you mod, Matt. I'll do the shout out. So yeah, media. Oh, Oshmosh has done it. Well, you get the double shout out there. What you play? Factory Co. Oh, Factorio. I've got a really small screen here, apologies. But how did that go? That game has intrigued me a lot. I have been really close to buying that a few times. How did it go? Factory. Yes, nice. Very intriguing game that. It is on my old wish list there. But how are you doing? How are you doing? Hope everyone's doing well. From both raids. It's getting a pretty spicy in here now. It went well. I'm not great at the game, but we had fun just chatting, playing some Plinker. Nice. I've seen Banks play that. Very good. But yeah, I mean, just chatting and chilling is sometimes the way to go, isn't it? Sometimes the way to go. It's Sunday after all. Like, we love a good chill here at the Static too. Anyway, let's get back into the old I love you, Colonel Sanders. Finger licking. Good dating simulator. Let's have a quick sip of the old drink here real quick. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing? I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. The portal opens up, and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken, a man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Oh, here we go. Bob, what are you doing, sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, you know, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Oh, here we go. It's getting spicy in here. Yeah, I'd love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Bob. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. I appreciate the follow there, Croissant. Welcome to the Static. Work together. Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. Who will help you run your restaurant? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Bob, I'm sure that you will find your place eventually. And along the way you'll have me, your side. The end. Is that the actual end? Yeah, there we go. KFC presents.